It's perfectly fine for you to request a recording if you attended class. So this is February 11th. This is Matt Pilates. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. So we're going to take the ball. I know some people are tight in the hips, so we're just going to prop up the right side first. And if you want to take this left leg out from here, you can, or you can leave it in, whatever is more comfortable for you. I think I'll take mine out today, and I'm going to just put my hand down here so this leg is propped up, and I'm going to side bend towards that leg. And then I'm going to go the other way, but I'm not going to let this leg lift. So I'm going to keep it relaxed down on top of the ball. Inhale to go over, exhale. And inhale and exhale. We'll do one more each way. Good, then let's go back over toward the leg that has the ball, and then you're going to drop your front arm, and you're going to push into the floor with that back arm, creating a little twist in the trunk, and then back to the side. Inhale, and then exhale, push on the floor to rotate your body. And open. I'm channeling the Cubs today and a little spring weather. And twist. Good, and one more time, inhale. You can bend your elbow if you want. And twist. Oh, that feels nice. And then back up to seated. And then we'll switch sides. I need to push the top of the computer up a little bit. Rest the leg on the ball. This foot can do whatever you want. It can point, it can flex, it just can be relaxed, whatever feels the best to you. Over here and over here. Just breathe, normal. Good, we'll stay on this left side here. And then you're gonna push into the floor and twist your trunk. And then back to the side. And exhale, twist your trunk. And inhale. This will be the last one, twist. And come back. Good, come up to seated. Swing your legs around. Roll into the ball. So it's close to the upper back. Legs are going to be bent for the moment. Hold your head. Head and shoulders go over the back and curl up. So start small. Not a super big movement here. I'm going to walk my feet out a little bit just to unbunch my hip flexors. And then I'm going to start lifting up one of my knees. So crunch and extend and exhale, crunch. I don't really like that word, but it works. Feeling what the abdominal wall does as you move like this. One more. Switch sides. So we are supported by the ball in the upper back, which allows you to lift the chest a little bit higher. Inhale back, exhale up. One more. Good. Now you have the option, couple options here, because I know I've got some people that have some neck stuff. So one of your options for your hundreds is here, right? Where you're holding, using the ball to hold your chest up. Another option is to take the ball away, hold it in between your ankles, and do the traditional hundreds, okay? So I'm gonna go with this option. Arms up, Tabletop legs. My knees are a little close to me at the moment, but they're gonna move away as I lift my chest. Breathe in, exhale, curl up. Legs will move away slightly. Pump. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2. 3, legs will straighten if you want. 4. I'm gonna lower. 6. Knees back in. For 10, straight out. 7, 8, 9, and in for 10. You got 2 more rounds. Out. And in. Head down. Hug the knees. Hands on the floor. Shift the hips side to side. Good. Grab the ball with your hands. Stretch your legs out. We're going to roll up. And before we roll back down, we're going to stick that ball back behind the upper back again. So legs out, arms lifted. Inhale, exhale, roll up. Reach for your feet. Before you roll back, stick that ball back here again and roll back. Hold your head. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Roll back. Breathe in, exhale up. If you want to make it a little more challenging, leave one hand behind your head. But make sure you switch. Even more challenging would be to leave both hands behind your head. Don't pull on your neck, if that's possible. One more time. Sit up straight, arms reach, hinge, lift. Reach your legs away from you. Make them go that way so that when your body tips backwards, you're not pulling yourself from here. You're using these muscles, right? Hinge back, inhale, exhale. You'll feel them a little bit, but they're not your main movers. Last 2. One more time. Good. Now roll your pelvis as opposed to hinge. Hold here, lift your arm. Lift your arm, lift both arms, go to the ball, hold your head. Inhale, exhale, lift up just a little bit, drop back down. Lift. Roll, blow out. Last 2. Come all the way up. Ugh. Hold. Right here, yeah? Right in there. For me anyway. Exhale, curl back, hold. So you're rolling your tailbone underneath you. Hold there, arm up, both arms up, both arms down, get to the ball. Yes, hold your head. Go back, curl up, lift away. One more. Come all the way up. Woo! Rest. It's really snowing now. One more set of these. Okay. We're going to do a little arm choreography from the top part, not from the bottom part. Arms reach, curl back, hold. Let's do both arms now. Up. You can exhale if you want or inhale. Roll to the ball, hold your head, roll back. Momentary stretch. Curl, lift, small ones. Here we go. Arms lift if you want. One more. All the way up to seated. Ugh. Oh my gosh. All the way down to the floor. Bend your knees, ball between the legs. Let's go in between the thighs, knees, whatever, anywhere between your knees and your pubic bone. Stack the, place the feet on the floor, arms to the side. When you twist to the side, you're gonna stack your feet. Feel this nice lengthening over here. And then come up and stack your feet. One more each way. This just gives a nice decompression of those muscles we were just working on. And switch and center. Can you guys see me okay? I should probably turn the light on. All right. So let's go into some bridges. Probably better. Oh, that's better. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so a gentle hug of the ball with the legs. Feet are flat. So we talked about this yesterday. You pick the preference that works best for you. So you either lift straight up and you come straight down. There's like 3 variations. Or you can roll up and roll down, or you can lift straight up and roll down. So you pick whichever one you think works, especially for the hips, right? Gentle hug of the ball, you're not killing it, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go straight up, and then I'm gonna articulate down. That gives my abs a chance to deepen. Inhale, straight up. Neck gets super long. Exhale, make sure you start at the sternum. Back ribs. Here the abs really kick in nice and deep. Maybe your lower back will touch the floor, maybe not. It all depends on the shape of your spine. Straight up, exhale, roll through the ribs, through the spine. One more time, up, tuck and roll down. And it's not your shoulders, right? They don't curl forward. It's just the spine drops. Good, arms over the head. Same thing. Straight up, really reach those arms now and drop the spine. This should feel pretty good. We're going to do 3 of these. Inhale, exhale, drop. And one more. And you kind of run into the bottom of the ribs, right? You can really feel those there. And down. Great. Drop the ball in between your feet. Push the ball out underneath your left ankle. We'll start with the right leg. Hands on the floor. For a little more challenge, you're going to bend the elbows so that your lever is shorter. You're going to take your leg up and we're going to do small circles. We'll do 3 one way and then we'll do 3 the other. And then we're going to lift the arms completely off the floor and do 3. And you'll feel yourself wavering side to side. So just try and stay kind of still there. 2 and 3. We'll take that leg down, switch the ball to the other foot, other ankle. Starting with the elbows on the floor, lift the leg up, 3 circles, 1, 2, 3, and reverse. Good. Lift the arms all the way up, 3 circles, 1. Wouldn't it be funny if I were being a cat and doing this? And reverse 1, 2, and 3, and leg down. Good. Bend the knees, place the hands on the floor. Put both feet on top of the ball. Okay. Just a little heads up, you're going to feel your hamstrings. So before you lift your pelvis at all, I'm just going to get my arms out of the way. You're going to tuck it and curl. So tuck and open it up. So I can slide my hand under my back right now. But then when I tuck my pelvis, I can't get my hand under there, right? So that flattens your spine. Roll your hips forward, exhale. exhale, tuck and curl. I'm not pushing much on the ball. My feet are pretty much just resting there. We're going to do a little bit of this with our hips up on top of the ball. So get those abs working to move your hip bones. One more time. So now we're going to hover the pelvis off the floor. If it's too much for your legs to have your feet on the ball, you can put your feet on the floor. Much more stable. Tuck, curl, hover. So I can slide my hands underneath. Hold here, roll back down. Yeah, heels should be dropped below your toes. If you put your feet like this, your hamstrings are gonna not be happy. Heels back, tuck, curl, hover, hold it. Find the deepest position you can with your abs, and then roll back down. Back to neutral, so now I can fit underneath my lower back. Tuck, curl, hover. Hands can slide. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and down, and stretch your legs out. Okay, left foot stays on the ball, left ankle. Right leg comes up. Let's go nice open arms, and we're going to do a big sway here, side to side. We'll do 3. Take your time. Allow the hip to lift. Over. And center. Switch sides. Leg comes up. You rock across and open. One more, across, and open. Good. Pull that ball up towards you. Put it in between your thighs. Grab your legs. This is rolling like a ball. Not everybody's favorite exercise. So if you want to leave this one out, you can, and just take some time to stretch. I'm going to start with the ball in between my thighs, hands behind the upper thighs here. Trying to make a round shape with my body, rolling back and up. Feels pretty good today. Some days are better than others. Inhale back, exhale up. Keep that chin down so your head doesn't hit the floor. One more time, back and up. Good. Feet down, ball back up here. I'm going to test it. Is this where I want it? No, it's not, right? So I need to come back up. So I'll just move it towards me a little bit and lower back into it. Almost where I want it. I feel like I'm going to fall backwards this way. So I'm going to push back into it a little bit. So it's kind of between my shoulder blades, really supporting my upper body. Right leg in, left leg out. So if we were doing this without the ball behind us, we would be using our leg to hold ourselves up, including our abs. So now we're going to have the ball help us right and left. 2, 3, tuck your chin, look between your knees. 4, 5, 6, breathe, 7, 8. Hold your legs, roll up to seated. Feet down, grab the ball. Place it between your rib cage and your thighs. Hold your thighs. Tuck yourself into a ball. Roll back. 2 more. One more time. Good. Take the ball away, reach it, roll down. Pick up your legs. Touch the ball to your shins. Reach. My head is down. So my legs don't go too far that way, but my arms can go way over my head. Breathe in. One more. Good. Pick up the head, roll up, hold. Okay? Ball back here. So it's behind your thighs and your calves. You're going to hold it. That means you have to hold the front of your legs. This will be the most challenging of this bunch of rolling. All right, drop the chin, round the back, pull in the abs, roll for 3, 2. One more time. Come up to seated, don't touch the floor. Take the ball away, roll down. Touch your shins, pick up your head. Here we go, reach for 5. Inhale. 3, 2, one more. 1, and rest. Good. Legs down. Roll to your side. Grab your foot. Open up your hip flexor. It's a whole lot of hip flexor stuff we just did. I'm going to try and let my leg kind of go closer to my one on the floor. Roll back, switch sides. We're not done with the ab series. Roll back, hold your legs, come up to seated. Ball back behind your upper back. Again, I'm looking for support from the ball. That's what I'm looking for. It needs to be placed so it's supportive. Leg up, leg out, switch. 2. With this lifted chest, you should be able to get way up by your ankles. Last 2, last 1. Good. Hold your head, roll back. Curl up, reach, walk your feet away, and sit up. Take the ball away, come back down. Bend your knees, lift your hips. Ball under the pelvis. Hard to see, I need like a day-go ball. Legs in the air. Draw the legs towards you, hamstring stretch. Draw the legs away from you. Bend, pull in. Breathe in as you lower. What you're looking for is a stability in the rib cage, so that as the legs go down, you don't get this popped rib cage, right? You want to just lay those ribs flat down on the floor underneath you. So you'll feel how you have to start to hang on to the ribs there from underneath. So you can exhale down if you want, or you can inhale. Stable back of the ribs. One more. Now reverse. Exhale. And isn't it interesting, as soon as you lift your pelvis up, get out of the hip flexors, right? One more. Leg circles. This is something we do on the reformer. Lift up the lower arm. Reverse it. They can't be super big because you don't have any straps on your feet. Exhale down. One more. Good. Legs together, toes turn out, heels together, flex your feet, bend your knees, and shoot your legs away. 1, 3. If you want to get crazy, lift your arms off the floor. 5, 6, 2 more. 7, and 8. Knees in, give them a hug. So we're going to do heel beats, and then we'll get up. Well, we won't get off the ball, but we're going to do something else. So we'll go out, point your toes. It's very small. It's a really small cross, just like this, right? Ballerinas do this all the time, right? little teeny cross, the thighs cross each other. So let's start to lower. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Focus inner thigh, down, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and up. Last set, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Woo, and bend your legs. Hug. Bring your thighs in your hips into a 90-degree angle. So your thighs are straight up and down from your hip socket. I don't really care about your lower leg. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay, you can let it fall, you can keep it here. This is what I'm looking for. This is perfect pair of leggings for this class, right? So from here, I'm gonna tilt my legs away, but my pelvis isn't gonna move. So my pelvis is gonna stay flat, but my legs are gonna move out of my hip sockets. Exhale. I want you to see if you can do that whole movement on an exhale. So nice deep breath in, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're pretty deep here in these abs, guys. Arms up if you want to challenge the shifting side to side. Inhale, long exhale. Two more. And remember, as the legs move, the ribs stay pretty connected in the back. Exhale down. And up. Woo, and hug. So little kind of the shift changed to this depth down here as opposed to up here in the ribs. Feet on the floor, hips lift. Drop your pelvis down, stretch your legs out. Breathe. Get as much space in here as you can between your rib cage and your hip bones. So nice long breath here. Good. Turn to your side. And then turn to your belly with the ball under the rib cage. Again, the balls are our sister, assisting us. Hands next to the shoulders. Start with small presses into the floor and lifting the ribs up. And the upper body lifts. Further hands away are the smaller the extension will be, which is fine. No worries about that. You work with what you've got, right? As I go along here, I can start to maybe get a little bit higher. And yeah, you're bending your lower back here. You're bending it, but you're not pulling your body away from the floor from there, right? This stays relaxed, but it does bend. You don't want to squeeze your butt muscles too much on this one. Lift up. One more time, lift up. And come down. Good, so we're gonna take the hands away, which is gonna work harder in the upper back. Forehead attaches to your hands. You're gonna lift and lower. Inhale, exhale. So it's a reverse crunch, guys. Lift up and down. Lift, last two. Up, one more time. Up and down. Good, hands next to you, hips back, child's pose. Come to hands and knees. I'm just gonna move the ball over for a second, okay? So I'm gonna start with my right hand or my front hand, And I don't want my spine sagging, but I don't want to be pushing up into my shoulder blades either. I want a nice level, neutral spine, creating this opportunity to lift from the front into the body, into the center of the body. So starting with the right hand, you're going to walk out, 2, 3. Then you're going to walk back, 2, 3, until your hands are under your shoulders again. You're going to feel your hips shift slightly side to side. That's completely normal because you're taking weight off your hands and putting it back down. But you want to minimize, right? You want to be aware of the shift. Lift up your tummy, walk out, 2, 3, then walk back, 1, 2, 3. Shift back to your hips. Come back up to your hands. Drop your right arm underneath you for a twist. Come back up, drop your left arm underneath you. Come back up. So that exercise that we just did walking out and in is called a cliffhanger. So we're going to do that in plank if you like. Okay, it's an option. You can stay on your knees to do it. Far more challenging once you pick the lower body up off the floor. So find your plank. Starting with the right hand, walk out, 1, 2, 3. Now come back, 1. Considerable more shifting in the pelvis, 3. Right away, start with your left hand, 1, 2, 3. Woo, left hand back, 1, 2, 3, and down. Shift back. Come to your elbows. Take your right arm underneath you and twist. Pull your arm out and open to the ceiling. And come underneath you and twist. Now this time you're going to take that right leg back and you're going to open up more. So with the leg away, you'll be able to open up more. Pull the leg in. Woo. Go under you. Open up. Take the leg back. Lift it. Lower it. So these are, I'm just advancing the exercise. You can stop wherever you're comfortable. We'll do one more of those and then we'll switch sides. But we'll do a set of cliffhangers in between. Down. Whoops. And rotate. My leg just fell to the floor on that one. So just a reminder for the cliffhangers. Yes, if you start here on your knees, 1, 2, 3. So we'll do one set with the right leg, right hand leading, one set with the left hand leading. I'm going to go back to plank. You pick your poison. Here we go. Start right leg, right hand. 1. Breathe. Back. 1, 2, 3. Left side out. 1. Ooh. So hard to keep those hips from rocking side to side. 2, 3, and down. Check back. We having fun yet? Carol, feel free to hold your planks and elbow and don't do the mountain or the cliffhangers, or on your knees. Maybe you're okay. Elbow down, go underneath. Both knees stay down for the first one. And then underneath. And now you'll lift the same leg out. And then the leg comes in as you go under. We got 2 more. Move the leg at the same time. Lift it. Come under. And this time, you're going to keep the leg off the floor if you can. The leg will be extended off the floor as you twist. And then see if you can keep it up as you come back under. And hold. Woo. Child's pose. Roll up to seated. Have a seat. All right, the ball's going to assist us again in a twist. I'm just going to go on an angle a little bit. Let's go right back here, right behind the pelvis. Okay, arms in front, tuck and curl back. So now you're leaning on it, yes? Yes, yes, yes. Sit back up. Lean into it. So roll your hips back into the ball. Bend your knees, hands here. So I'm leaning on the ball. Pick up a leg, put it down. Pick up a leg, put it down. Yes? Lift. Straight legs. Now, we don't want to be too hip flexory, so I'm going to move this back just a tiny bit so that when I roll back into it, I'm going to be more in my lower back. Tuck and curl back. That's going to free up our hip flexors a little bit. Yeah, hands here, bend your knees. So now I'm able to draw my abs in against the ball. Yes, easier, side to side. Not easier, but twist right and left. Push your hands into the floor. Keep your chest engaged. Keep your abs engaged. We've got tons of support back there. Right, left, one more time. Right and left. Hold, lift. Come up to seated. Flip back over. Take the ball underneath your right hip flexor. Just the right side. So the left side will be on the floor and the right side will be under the ball, okay? Hands can be here, they can be here, they can be under your head, whatever feels the best. We're just gonna bend and straighten this leg. I want you to press the front of your hip down into the ball while you do that. One more time. Now hold the leg bent and let the knee wave side to side. It'll go toward the other leg much easier than it'll go the other way, especially because the ball's underneath your hip here. One more time. Now roll onto it so your other hip comes off the floor and lift and lower. So I'm pressing into my knee on my other leg, lift. Really isolating my butt thigh. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg relaxes. Take the ball away. Drop your hips down. Linda, is this working for you? If it's not working for you, even your hips out, okay? If it's not working, I'm talking to Linda, you can put the roller underneath your pelvis or a towel. So both hips are level, okay? Other side, and it might work on one side and not the other, right? All right, so here we go, other side. Let me turn around. So I mean, we're definitely tilted, right? One hip's higher than the other one. Definitely tilted, okay? Bend and straighten. One more. Stay here. Sway the legs side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119,
If it doesn't feel good, take it away. Whatever, if any prop doesn't feel good, take it away. Do the exercise, but take the prop away, right? It's no big deal. Now extend the leg, push so that you even out your hips. So my other leg's gonna have to stabilize me now. I'm pushing on my thigh on the other side. I'm gonna lift. A little bit of booty work here. Up. Four more. 3, 2, stay lifted, 5 circles. 2, 3, reverse. 1, 2, 4, and 5. Woo! And leg down. Feeling that right down there, right in that little spot between your butt and your knee. Let's roll side. Ball between ankles. Lay on your arm. Lift. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the legs up. Press the top leg into the bottom leg. 2, 3, 4. I'm using one finger of this arm. 6, 7, and 8. Legs down. All right, so you may end up rolling off your mat here a little bit. That's okay. Again, any of this bothers you, pick something else to do. Bridges are always a good option. All right, so you're gonna tuck your knees in, roll to your back. This is a little combo I like to do. I did it in my mat class all the time. Arms here, lift up, hold, roll back down, and then roll back to your side. So you want to try and maintain this side position without falling forward, right? Inhale, exhale, roll to your back, come up into your teaser. You can straighten your legs if you want. Bend your knees, roll back down. We have one more. Exhale, roll to the back. Bend the knees. Up. Come down. Extend. And roll side. Use your legs as levers, right on those roll-ups. Allow your legs to move away from you and into you, okay? Tuck your legs. Push yourself up to seated. Swing over to the other side. Ankles. Finger on the floor, lift and lower. 3, 4. I can lift this on this side, I can lift this arm. 6. One more, hold, press the top leg into the bottom leg. 6, 7, 8. Good, legs down, arms up, roll to your back. Tuck your knees in. And this might be as far as you get, right? You can always grab your legs to come up to this position, right? You can always do that. Help yourself figure out how to do the exercise, right? You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. Come down, roll to your side. Woo, roll back. Come up. Straighten your legs if you want. Bend and roll back. You have one more time. Exhale, roll to your back. Lift up. Of course, I'm right on the edge of my mat, which is making me uneven. Over and extend. And relax. Come up to seated. Spine stretch forward. Legs in front. Feet flexed. Sit up as tall as you can. Feel free to bend your knees if you need to. So if you're tight in your hamstrings, I
like I said, make yourself a prop basket, right? So if we get into this position and you can't straighten your legs, where's your rolled up towel, right? Where's something to support your legs so that you can sit on your sitting bones? That's really the point of this. It's not to have straight legs. The point is to sit on top of your sitting bones. So you need to do whatever you need to do with your legs to make that happen. So if you need props to hold your legs up so that you're not fighting them, use them. Rolled up towels are great. Anything like that, anything to prop your leg up a little bit. Hands down. I'm going to flex my feet, which is going to lengthen my hamstrings a little bit more. Push away. Sit up. Press on the ball to activate your core. Push away. Sit up. Exhale to push away. Don't fold at your hip. Move your spine. Sit up. Side view. So if I were folding my hip, it would look like that. But my hip bones are going to stay lifted, and I'm going to roll my spine instead. And up. I had to check and make sure I was doing it. Tuck and curl. And sit back up. It's a completely different exercise. Tuck and curl. And sit back up. Good. All right, legs together, knees slightly bent. Ball behind you, your right arm. You don't want it way back here. You want it off on an angle from your hip, okay? I'm gonna hold this leg just to start. It's gonna give me a little bit of support. I'm gonna lean back and come back in. Lean back and come back in. So I'm just using my leg to test the waters here. Okay, so I'm good. My shoulder feels fine. So I'm going to release the leg. I'm going to stretch the legs out, which gives me this nice long lever to anchor me to the floor. And this arm is going to reach. I'm going to lean back and come back up. So we're getting into the obliques. Inhale. I don't have a lot of weight on my arm. One more. Come front stretch. Adding on, this arm is going to reach over the head, which is going to create more weight over in that direction. Okay. Quite a bit more. Okay. All right, here we go. Inhale. How far can you go without your legs coming up? One more. Whew. Just a little oblique action there. Knees bent, hold here, back here. Other side. Everybody's shoulders are different, right? Test first. The key is not to put too much weight on your arm. That's the key. One more time. And this arm bone has to be able to rotate slightly externally to reach back. So you have to be able to turn this arm bone backwards and under a little bit. Okay, here we go. Other arm in front. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Do this with your legs. They go that way. Your legs go that way. Two more. Come up, stretch forward for a moment. Here the arm goes over the head. Make these as big as you're comfortable making them. Big sweeping arm. Turn to the ball. Ribs rotate. Inhale over. Keep my legs still. 3, 4. I'm looking over here. One more time. And home. Woo. On your back. Ball under hips. leg in, hold it, stretch the other leg out. Let your pelvis melt over the top of the ball. Hold the leg in and switch sides. Pull that leg in, take both legs in, grab behind your thighs and start to straighten your legs towards your top of your head. You can grab your ankles if you want. Stretching back here. Good, one knee bends, then the other, one foot down, then the other, hips up, pull that away. Lay on the floor there for a second with your arms and legs stretched out. It should feel pretty good. Turn your head side to side.